Now.
Welcome back, everybody, to D&D, the most half-assed D&D group on YouTube, TikTok, and any other platforms that we have.
The known universe. The known universe.
Yeah. In fact, we were so half-assed that we didn't even post last week because we didn't play last week because we were busy. All right.
Yes. With God.
No.
No.
Wait,
Anyway.
They don't need specifics.
Any hoser.
It was not a sacrificial ritual, I tell you.
Yeah, the eye. You thought the eye was a role playing? No.
No.
Anyway,
No eyes
so
in this realm.
last we left off. For those of you who remember, we were in the desert. We were in the land of Katept, I believe, and we were all going to be treasure hunters on a mysterious pyramid that appeared out of the sand dunes. And your dear friend Morgrim, the dwarven captain, said, "Let's go make a little bit of coin." And then out of nowhere, a scorpion appeared out of the sand, and you guys are now fighting it. All right, so
I don't like that.
Rhogar and I are there first, so we're the
Yeah,
only ones
technically
in
Rhogar and
proximity
Cyphrus are fighting
in
it.
combat.
yeah, so
Not really not.
We sprinted ahead of the party
To scope out the old dying man.
to take initiative.
I thought it was like some spirit, but like
I
it kind of was.
I thought it was going to be someone dying of thirst, to be honest with you guys. I was really ready to
It
be a
was- it was
humanitarian,
for sure
really,
a
but
weird
now I
trap,
have
bro.
to end this man's whole existence.
okay, so the scorpion slash man. If anybody has seen the Scorpion King, no, it doesn't look like that. Anyway,
Let me build an image in your mind to just tear it down.
so it is a mechanical-like creature that's in a giant scorpion, and its head is of a body of a skeleton. That's what it looks like. It's a
Face of a
full
man?
it's a full giant scorpion,
Yeah.
and then at the head of the scorpion is a torso of a skeleton, and then it has a skeleton of a man on it.
Like
Oh,
it's
without the
fishing
legs.
for
Oh.
people.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's like
exactly,
an
that's what it
anglerfish
is.
with its little.
Instead of the head, it's just the
Yeah.
the bait.
Is he covered in armor, the skeleton?
Yes, he's covered in
Does it
armor.
look like his...
Oh
It
no
looks
no no
like
no
he's
no
attached to
no! The skeleton's not covered in armor. The
The body of the scorpion.
But
scorpion
it's
is.
not
It's like
it's not
armor.
covered in armor, right? It's
like-
made of metal.
yeah.
Can we hear it moving?
Yeah, it's like super mechanical, and you could see the sand kind of sifting out of
that's cool.
scorpion. All right, so
Oh, there's a scorpion!
it begins to attack Wesley.
Rhogar.
Everybody roll for. I'm sorry, Rhogar.
Yo, if the giant scorpion attacks me, I will die.
Man.
Rhogar, I trust to
Rhogar
survive.
can get it, man.
Oh man.
Everybody roll for
11D.
initiative.
11Ds.
11.
Eat.
6.
I think Elseisha and I go last, regardless if I have 9. Because we're not there.
Oh, yeah, we're not.
Are you guys
We're still
at least?
behind with
All right,
We're
Rhogar.
running.
You guys have caught up.
I appreciate that. I was expecting a power walk.
No.
So Elseisha got 11.
I have
Cyphrus.
9.
Okay.
8.
Wow, this is
Wow.
an interesting lineup.
I rolled a 6.
That's wild.
Creature, me.
Hey, at least we all have full hit points.
Then she could bless everybody.
Bless, really.
Way up.
Foreshadowing.
I
All right.
feel blessed.
Foreshadowing. All right, so the giant scorpion wields its claws and he tries to grab Rhogar,
Oh no, Rhogar, please
Rhogar.
don't die.
and he misses completely.
Can I somersault out of the way, DM?
Yeah, you somersault out of the way.
Towards its belly.
Oh, yeah, towards its belly.
Ah!
Is that the scorpion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice dodge, Rhogar.
Oh man.
All right, it's Elseisha's turn.
I would like to bless everyone in our group.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Feeling
Actually,
blessed.
just Cyphrus, Cordelia, and Rhogar. I can't bless Morgrim. And with that, I would like to use my voice of command to command Cyphrus to attack Le Scorpion
Okay.
King.
Is Morgrim even with us?
Yeah, Morgan's is
Yeah,
behind you guys.
he was
yeah.
with us.
Okay. Does he get his turn fighting?
Yeah.
I wonder if I could find this weakness. Can I try attacking it? Are you still in proximity of it? Dude?
I'm under its belly.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
Or I'm like probably right in front of it,
Alright.
right?
So it's a melee attack I have to do with the
Yeah.
shmoish of
23.
He's not a creature.
Yeah, he is.
Morgan?
23 to hit.
Yeah. 23.
23. You hit him.
Yeah!
Knock him, sock him, knock him. What's that thing from Aladdin? Where they say, knock him, sock him. Never mind.
I have no idea, but I'm into it. Sing me more songs from Aladdin, please, Cordelia.
15.
15. Wow.
Do we get sneak attack off of voice of command?
We
Yeah,
do.
yes, you do.
Hell yeah. This has been incredibly
That was
controversial.
established ages ago.
I couldn't remember, man. I couldn't remember, and I'm just thankful.
Okay.
We're blessed. We're killing scorpions in the
Like that
desert.
shit.
It's now Cordelia's turn.
What an adventure.
Okay, how close am I to him?
You are.
Because you were running, right?
I was
Yeah.
running.
Maybe 20 feet away?
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright.
35 feet?
We'll say 30 feet.
30 feet?
Yeah.
But you can move from there.
Okay. I would like to shoot my classic firebolt at it.
Okay.
That's a cantrip, right?
Yes.
It's not a can't trip, hopefully.
Oh, God.
Actually, it is.
I got no. 13.
It hits automatically, correct?
No. I
Well,
got 13.
you see the fire hit the creature's armor, and the fire dissipates and doesn't hurt him at all.
Cordelia's on tilt because I almost got hurt. Because she's too emotionally invested in me.
Don't flatter yourself.
Okay, now Salt comes up and he runs towards. Actually, he gets his bow out and he starts shooting at the scorpion.
So, please be careful.
That's on.
And he hits the scorpion.
Where's he hit it?
He hits it right on the. He hits it like on the tail. Like there's a crack and he just hits it right on the tail
Damn, man.
with an arm. With the
The Hobbit should have hired him for smog.
And he hits a 5.
You know, because there was one hole in his armor, you know?
Nice one, Salt.
That's the story.
Woo! I got him, boys.
Salt, I love you.
I love you too, Rhogar.
Can we just take a moment
Cyphrus
to
is
appreciate Salt?
Like there?
He's so cute.
I still haven't exploited its weakness, but I'll find it this time. 23.
You hit him.
And me. Yeah, dude, you should check the
23
scorpion's
and me.
DNA profile. For sure.
Why?
You rolled a 23.
Rogar's got puns.
And
Oh
me.
my goodness, stop that.
What? I don't get it. What nonsense are you speaking, Rhogar?
I told you guys I was coming with fucking bangers right out of the
Freaking bangers.
18.
You damage 18?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you.
Yeah.
That's my DPS character.
You significantly damage the beast. You could see electricity kind of like flowing to and fro, almost like
Ugh.
it's malfunctioning.
Ugh.
And you
Oh,
see
I see it
the
goes-
skeleton angler kind of fall off and dissipate into the sand. All right,
Like it dissolves?
Like it just like
It, like,
gets
retreated?
like just
Oh,
crumbles. Just crumbles. Yeah. It is now Rhogar's turn.
How far under the scorpion am I currently after my somersault?
Directly under its belly.
Can I see any weaknesses or mechanical machinations churning?
You notice that there's less armor on the belly.
I just want to try to stab it.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
Rogar, be
straight up.
careful. Don't get crushed.
oh, I didn't think of that. I said what I'm doing. I rolled.
Rhogar,
18.
Rhogar,
You
Rhogar,
hit.
Rhogar.
Yes! All right, boys and girls.
Also, I forgot blessing those 2 times.
Oh
Oh,
my
you still hit.
12!
Damage?
Yeah.
All right. And you pierce your sword, your horn, it pierces the sky, and it just starts.
This guy.
Pretty sure that in a romance novels that means something else.
Yeah. You pierce the underbelly of the monster, and it starts to disintegrate, and it gets destroyed.
Whoa,
What
whoa!
happens to Rhogar? Does he?
There's a pile of just
Yeah.
rubble all over him. He's super dirty.
Is it like,
Be
are the
careful.
parts falling off?
Yeah,
You
the
know?
parts. It's complete.
Yeah.
Parts are all.
Ugh.
I
destroyed.
would like
Rhogar gonna be
to
okay?
somersault away from the thing.
Okay, you somersault away from the wreckage.
Oh,
Morgan
man.
Crumbs. Are you alright, laddie? I couldn't even get a shot in before you killed him.
Ooh, I think I snorted some of the scorpion. Oh, man! Woo.
What?
Whoa!
Do I need to snort some Rhogar?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Whoa, I think that's like doing whippets. I don't know if I have complete oxygen to my brain right now.
I've
Oh,
never seen such a creature all my time here.
was that?
never seen that
That
either.
reminded me of the ship a little bit. The way that the gears were turning
Yes, yeah,
together.
it does seem to be some kind of animated creature of some sort.
Were there any? Would that mean it was dwarven, or are there other races that have that kind of technological know-how?
It seems to be quite an old thing I've seen these carvings before when I was in my younger days pyramid hopping, if you know what I mean. They seem to seem some old language.
Can we
I
make
don't
it-
know what it is.
Can we make out any writing on
Yeah, you
any
can-
parts of the leftover machinery?
Go ahead and roll a language or investigation check.
Oh man, my rolls are off.
But she's really smart, so DC probably pretty low. Just saying, like
8.
All right,
Nope, not even 6. I can't do math.
you have no idea what it is, not even an inkling.
But I don't even see
You-
any.
No, you do see some, but you don't.
Okay.
You don't recognize any of the hieroglyphics. That's the word that I was searching for.
Morgrim, are there lots of these scorpions in front of all of the pyramids that you've been to before?
To be honest, listen. All the jobs that I have here, I get from my dear, good friend, Marcus. He didn't tell me anything about a scorpion. All he said is, meet me at this pyramid. And so, I'm assuming there's be lots of treasure. And apparently here it is. A wee bit scorpion. We killed it easy enough, though.
we didn't take any damage because I'm a badass.
To be honest.
Because I killed it before you could take damage.
Technically,
Anyways,
I killed it,
Marcus
even though
knows-
technically you
Marcus
did 3
knows to
times
meet
the
us at
damage.
pyramid.
Yes, he said he'll meet us inside the pyramid. He'll be waiting for us.
Inside, how do we get
We
in?
must be close then.
Yeah, you guys can see the pyramid.
How come Marcus didn't trigger the scorpion booby trap?
He's probably
I
not
have
as
no
kind
idea.
as you.
Oh. Technically, I'm like evil aligned, so I don't know if I would appreciate you calling me kind. First of all, technically.
Well, anyway, we shouldn't tarry. We don't want to be here in the nighttime. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? Are scorpions nocturnal?
Who knows? I don't want to be. I've never been out here in the nighttime.
This
Okay.
place does seem pretty terrible, Rhogar.
Well,
I think we
let's-
should...
Did you see the city we just came from? There's death and destruction over there.
It was pretty depressing.
That's not bad.
It was pretty
Nighttime is
depressing.
like daytime for me, so I don't mind in the nighttime.
All right, you see Salt starting to hobble his way up the sand dune up towards the
Salt,
top
please
of the
be
pyramid.
careful.
That's a signal that DM wants us to move. I'm gonna follow Saul.
So as you guys start going towards up the sand dune, you notice that most of the pyramid is covered up in a huge sand dune, and at the very, very top of the pyramid there is an entrance.
At the top?
At the top.
That's
So
weird.
it's covered.
Drop down.
It's just like a very
Excuse me.
small part of the pyramid, the
How
very
high
top.
up?
Excuse me.
How big is this pyramid?
You don't know. It's almost like you
It's
can
covered
only
by
see the
dune,
top
right?
of it.
Yeah,
Because it's covered by the
dune.
sand dune.
So
Sorry, I just got
is the entrance like just a small opening?
I guess,
Yes.
are you
Is it a
asking
steep
how
drop?
high up the dune is? Like how tall the dune is that we're walking up?
Yeah.
It's actually just a gradual slope.
Okay.
Okay, so we can't really tell how large we're going into.
You guys are basically going into an iceberg.
Okay.
Essentially, yeah.
Is the peak that we can see about 1 story tall, or?
It's about 1 story tall.
Okay, so it's just about.
Yeah, 10 feet, bro.
Ooh,
Size
that's
of
kind
a
of
building.
creepy. Ugh, I don't
It's
like that.
cool,
Is it
though.
black?
It's not black. It's
No,
it's a
the
it's,
black one's the dangerous pyramid.
It's a gold
Okay, this
pyramid.
one's the chill pyramid with the
pyramid.
evil
It's a gold
scorpions
pyramid,
outside.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cyphrus, do you hear that?
Who
It's a
wants to
gold
go
pyramid.
first?
Me.
I vote Cyphrus.
I will go first.
Will your hawk be okay
Yeah.
going into enclosed
Falcon.
spaces like
Can
this?
I?
She'll be great, thank you.
Are
It's
we
a
there
she.
yet?
I thought Pepper
Yeah,
was
you
a
guys
boy.
Alright.
arrived.
Are you
I
misgendering
examined for any
your
traps.
My pet.
Go
I
ahead
get
and
it
roll
like to.
for an investigation check.
As a raven.
pet?
Everyone's gonna be so
15.
15.
Cordelia
you
has a
see
falcon
no
named
traps
Raven.
No
whatsoever.
traps.
No traps.
Is it stairs going down or a ladder or like?
As soon as you enter into the pyramid, you feel a very musty, very cool. The heat of the desert has dissipated almost instantly, and there's
Wow.
stairs going down.
They must spring for really good air conditioning in here.
Guys, come on.
I'm
It's
so
clear.
excited.
No traps.
I am too. I'm so hyped. This is like
I'm
This is my
nervous.
favorite kind of treasure room.
air conditioned. Me too. Oh, you mean Egyptian themed?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna follow after Cyphrus. Actually, Cyphrus, should you or I go first? Because you'll be the best at identifying traps, but I'll be the best at getting hit by traps and
Yeah, that's a
surviving.
good point. The slotty
Maybe-
over here.
Maybe let the one identifying go first.
Does anyone
But
else
if
have
he
night vision?
identifies wrong, the traps are probably going to kill his low HP gnomish
But he
body.
can see
I
in
am
the dark.
tougher than you think, Rhogar.
Yeah, can
Cordelia,
you,
Do you wanna go
see in
first?
the dark?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go second
I
then,
will
yeah?
go first.
Morgan starts handing everybody torches. He gets from his back. He starts lighting them.
Thank
Hands
you very
everybody a
much.
torch.
Can
I don't
Salt
grab
see?
a torch because I don't need one.
Oh yeah, he's got really good
Can
night
Salt
vision.
see in the dark?
The salt can see in the dark.
Okay.
I don't need to see, but I'll hold mine anyway. I
He's
can
from
at
the
least throw it at
Underdark.
something.
I think
So-
my character still doesn't know you're an elf.
As
Really?
Morgan
Yeah.
as Morgan gives you the torch, he says, "Oh, what a lovely necklace you have there. What kind of gem is it?"
Thank you. It's a pearl.
It's a pearl. I've never seen a green pearl before in my life.
Well, it's green sometimes.
Ah, alright. Well, anywho,
Where's Marcus? Where's your friend Marcus?
I saw his stuff at the entrance up there. I'm sure he's just go down to excavate or something like that. He's always getting lost in these great big pyramids.
Alright.
How
bit
we
suspicious.
assuring.
So weird.
I love my guides and experts to get lost in
So
where we're
weird.
going.
I'm
Alright.
sure we'll just meet up with him down the way or something like that. I'm sure he'll be
You're
fine.
sure?
Yeah. I'm going on.
I'm sure we'll meet up with him.
Do I can
His
I,
breathless
can, do I
body.
get any weird vibes from Morgan right now? Like that he seems worried or anything, or
This whole thing is weird.
yeah, I'm getting
Roll-
suspicious.
Roll an insight check.
Why did I ask? I always love when I think my character. I'm like, oh yeah, my character should be the one making these checks because it works sometimes. Okay, I rolled a 17.
Okay, you notice that Morgrim's brow is getting a little bit sweaty. He seems slightly concerned, like this is not a very routine of Marcus.
Okay, well, Morgan,
Ah,
if there's anything wrong, trust us, we can handle it. We're super experienced, a badass.
Oh, I know. That's why I
Adventurous.
wanted you to come with me.
But if there is anything that's sort of making you suspicious or that seems weird, just let us know so we can prepare better.
Rhogar,
Well,
quit
we-
your
we-
babbling. Let's go and find some treasure.
Well-
Rhogar's trying to effectively communicate. Cyphrus is like, no more talking.
Well, to be honest with you, this is quite peculiar behavior of Marcus.
Okay.
He's usually on time, ready to go to lead the way, but unfortunately, obviously, he's not here.
So you're saying he's an optimal J usually?
Like I said, we may find Marcus's lifeless body.
Why
You didn't say that.
Okay,
Morgan looks very upset, thinking about his friend
No,
being
Morgan,
dead.
no, Morgan, no.
well
What are you
let's
talking about?
just
He may just
proceed
be
with caution.
unconscious.
We never know
We don't know what happened. He could just be like.
Salt
Very
kicks
interesting.
Cyphrus in the shin. He's like, "What are you doing, man? Come on, this is his friend."
Rhogar took all of Cyphrus's emotional intelligence before the game started, and we've got like 2 EQ points to share between us. So this
Oh
is
my
bad.
goodness.
All right, well, enough of this. Let's keep
What do we
going
see?
down.
Okay,
What do we-
well, let's
should
just be
we-
on high alert, Morgan, and let's make sure that we find Marcus.
Should we put something in the door to make sure that it stays open?
Ooh, that's very clever.
Yes.
Do we?
There's
Do we
no
have anything?
door. There's just
Oh, it was
just
just
a-
an
a-
opening.
That's just
Their
an
opening?
opening.
Well, why don't we put a little
Do we
Just a
detect
little
any
something,
grooves?
something.
the torch that Cyphrus didn't need? What if we just put it?
Let's put it there.
Yeah, just across, just in
Yeah.
case.
I don't trust it.
Just in case.
Okay,
Is
good
there
luck.
anything more sturdy? Do we see any stone objects?
You don't trust
within-
who?
So,
I don't
could
trust this
move to
magic.
block the-
Oh.
so all there
There.
you see nothing. You just see very smooth stone bricks all going down towards just a very narrow hallway and stairs going down. You don't see anything.
There's not a room we're in or a passage.
No, it's
Does it
just a
smell?
passage going down.
What does it smell like?
It smells very like mildewy, very
Like that.
almost like like when you get up in the morning, like on in San Francisco, and you can smell the
bay?
fog, the bay. That's how it smells.
Rhogar
The
goes
musk.
like this.
San
The musk.
Francisco or San
Oh my
Diego?
God.
Because the musk in the 2 different cities is very
Oh my
different.
goodness.
San Diego
All right.
musk is.
Well,
I agree.
let us descend. Cyphrus, you would like to go first?
Cyphrus, can you
Yes.
see anything down the hallway?
How
With your
wide is
nice-
this passage?
Cyphrus, will you still
Oh.
carry a torch so that we can
Are
see
we
where
going
you are too?
down?
You're going down.
Yeah. Is it like circular? Or
No,
Is
it's just
it
straight
gonna be out of the
down.
door then?
What do I just see
Call
steps?
him.
Yeah, you keep saying
You can
steps.
still piggyback.
Well, you all can see what I see.
He can see
Then he
too.
can
He
have
can
his
see too.
torch. He can see in
Yeah,
the
Saul
dark.
can see in the dark.
Saul can see in the dark.
Yeah, goblins
Is that
have
what you
Yeah, I
really
can
good
see in
night
the
vision.
dark.
said? Oh well, then can we use your torch to give it to Cyphrus so we can see
Sure.
where he is?
Here you go, Cyphrus.
No, for us, for our sake,
So
because
we
you're
can
leading the
see.
way, so we
Oh,
can
okay.
Makes
Sure.
sense to me.
How wide
I
is
thought
this
everybody
passage?
had torches.
It's about 2 people wide.
see. Oh, he's playing
So
creepy
like 10
music.
feet. 10 feet wide?
Yeah, 10 feet wide.
All
Okay.
right.
I proceed walking with caution as well about every step I take, you know?
Are you
testing
looking for
the
traps?
steadiness.
Yeah, he's looking for traps.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Roll.
Actively looking for traps.
Cypher
Roll,
Sandy
roll, roll
Jones.
an investigation check.
I think you'd be better for investigation.
You said you wanted to go.
I said I wanted to go in front of you.
You want to put our squishies first?
You're right. I should go first.
Act.
10.
10. Okay, so you have been treasure hunting in Millennium before, so you easily are
That's
able
true.
to scan your way through the steps, and then you notice at the very end of the staircase, there's a very large room with a threshold, and there's already torches lighting it, and you can see words at the threshold.
What is that name?
Okay, you want to go? It's about 100 feet away from you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go deeper into the room.
How
Yeah.
can you see
We-
what it says?
Oh, it's
Sorry.
in the room.
It's in the room. It's deeper in the room. You
Can
can't
I
see.
see?
You
I
can't
can-
see. You can only see the words kind of blurred out.
All right,
Oh,
sure.
nervous.
I get us close enough where I can make out the text.
Okay. So you notice that there's a golden threshold, and there's a wall, and it's a pretty wide threshold, and there's a blank wall where the threshold is. So normally there would be a passage, but there's only a blocked off wall. And there's words that read. Let's see.
Also, as we go into this room, I would like to advise everyone, only step where Cyphrus has stepped. We don't want to activate any booby traps.
It's a
Clever.
good idea.
Very clever.
Okay.
DM, does Morgrim speak Elvish?
Yeah, he speaks Elvish. Okay, so Morgan goes up right
That
next
makes
to you,
sense.
and he
It's unfortunate
reads.
for us, though.
He reads. Oh, this looks like it's some old kind of Elvish that I haven't seen before. We are our fathers. We are the sons of our fathers. What does this say?
That would be accurate for everybody, I think.
And we, which makes us each other's. I don't know. It's just a blink. We are the sons of our fathers, which
makes
makes us each other's.
brothers.
And as you say
Yeah.
the word brothers,
Rhogar, what have you done?
and as you say the word,
I'm an idiot.
as you say the word brothers, you notice that the blank wall of the threshold starts coming to life, and almost you can see 3 figures. You see on the wall. There's 2 golden figures, and there's that are on to the left and to the
Two-dimensional,
right.
right?
Two-dimensional.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
This all looks super magical. It's all on the
Yeah,
wall.
it's all on the wall.
It's like a drawing. Like almost imagine like a hieroglyphics
Okay.
Yeah.
that appear out of nowhere. And there's 2 golden men, and there's one at the top that's very skinny and very dark and black, and not nearly as tall as the other 2. And then around the other 2, you notice that there's a group of people surrounding each one of them, and they're all bowing towards the 2 presumed brothers. And as each person you see starts bowing, it kind of goes like there's 10 here, then 10 here, and it keeps going down. And pretty soon you see a great multitude of people all over the walls behind you. There's people bowing down below on the ground, and people are bowing all around the sides of the room, and they all you notice them bowing, and you notice where their head is. There's an empty space.
What?
Oh, like at the
Oh, so
top of their
their
head?
Like at the top of their head, and you notice a book is there with writings
On every person?
on every person's head.
Oh, that's cool.
So
And
they're
they're all
like no one
bound
has
towards
a
it.
head. Or it's
No.
just
So-
the
so-
board
so-
on top of their
Picture
head.
like the skull cut from the forehead, and instead of like being brain, it's just like a book.
It's a
Open
book with,
Oh, okay.
with words written in it.
Can I bend
Understand
down
the
to the
word?
ground
And-
to
and
try to
you-
read it?
It's just it's an old language that you do not recognize.
And there's still the one figure at the very
And there's
top.
one figure at the very top that no one seems to be bowing towards.
Does-
And then those 3 are like make a pyramid.
Yeah.
So there's two brothers or men who have been
And we
fighting
can't
for-
proceed any further, right? This screen is blocking our progression.
Mm-hmm. And as all of this kind of unfolds, as soon as it gets to the passage that you were at, the people start disappearing until the two brothers disappear, and there's words that say, "And this is what we love," love.
Can we read this?
Yes, and
language?
you can read it. It's in.
Common?
I'm sorry. It's in normal Elvish.
And this is what we loved.
Yeah, and then the wall starts receding down from the threshold, and there's another empty room with another, and there's a long hallway. It's about maybe 50 feet wide, so much bigger than the room that you were in before. And you see one side of the wall has writings on it, and the other side has writings on it.
Let's go.
So the room that we're currently in.
So you're in one room, and now another
Hallway?
has
Other
opened up.
room.
And any other
any
questions?
of us
Sorry,
see
does
into
everybody
the room?
understand what's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
The
we
brick
see
turned
into
into
the other room?
TVs. Essentially, right?
Can we see
That's
through
crazy.
the hallway to the other room?
It's already poorly lit, with a little bit of torches.
Can we see any side? There's already torches.
There's
lit.
already torches.
But
there.
I can see it like it's daylight then if there's torches.
Yep. You can see everything. You can see the writings on both sides of the wall.
Is it in Elvish?
Yeah, it's in Elvish.
You
Can you
can't
read
read Elvish,
Elvish?
right?
No.
We can't.
Okay.
Do we detect any sign of Marcus? Do we detect any sign of booby traps before we enter
So
this room?
Mogram comes in. He says, Marcus must have been here already. He's already lit the way, it seems like.
Perhaps, or
Oh,
perhaps
okay.
it wasn't Marcus.
I start walking down the hallway.
Cyphrus, maybe you should be careful.
Salt looks at Cyphrus. He says, I'm getting kind of nervous, man. This is scary.
This is super scary, Salt.
Do we see any traps or booby traps?
Alright, guys. Do you guys just want to go back
roll
up the way you
investigation.
came, or do you want to proceed with me?
I want to be alive after this event.
12.
That is true. I mean, you can't
You
enjoy
notice
your
that there
riches
is
if
no
you're dead,
traps. Everything looks
right? Unless
clear.
you're a mummy and
So
you're
I'd like to
mummified.
proceed into the room
Cyphrus.
slowly and read the walls.
Okay, so which wall are you gonna read?
The one on my left.
Okay,
You
Cordelia's
look to
going first.
you look to your left, and you notice the words say, "I bring them low, both friend or foe. My enemies dread when I go to."
Bed!
As soon as you say
Cyphrus!
bed, you notice axes start coming.
Can I pull Cordelia?
You can pull Cordelia. Make a acrobatics check to see if you get out of the way.
Goodness.
No, just everybody roll an acrobatics check to see if you get out of the way.
Oh,
Wait, we didn't all go in the room, did we?
Oh no.
I'm assuming everybody was in the room.
Mine is for
I wasn't
Cordelia,
in the
right?
room.
Yeah.
I was at the end.
I got you.
Alright.
11!
Huh? 11? You get hit by one of the axes on your side, and you
Oh,
start.
shit. That was
Cyphrus!
And you take 5 damage.
22.
You move out of the way easily. You also take damage. You take.
Are you alright?
I didn't want to walk into
Thank
the room.
you.
Alright, and Mogram and Salt both somersault away and do not get hit.
Salt somersaults.
Yeah.
Special move.
Also, I like to say I was reading this. I never said I was reading aloud,
Oh.
so you wouldn't have
And
known.
Metagamer.
Sorry.
And Salt says, you gotta be careful when
Oh,
you're.
wow.
When you're, come on, man.
What does the other wall say?
Okay, let's all read it. Not
Can I,
tell
like-
Cyphrus.
In our
Is
head.
like the axe attached to something, or can I like pull it out on my side and examine it?
Yeah, you can examine.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Do I get? Yeah, I'm fine.
How much
It-
damage
it-
did you
it-
take?
He took 5
5
damage. And
So
you
did
took
I.
Cyphrus
because
like,
of Cyphrus
this?
finishing that phrase. Thank you. Sir.
An axe in my body? Cash.
What do I see?
It's a normal looking throwing axe.
It's not
Is it-
super
Okay,
ancient.
Maybe you should have Elseisha see if
It,
it's
do-
poisoned.
it does look old, but it doesn't.
I don't
It
feel
doesn't look
poison,
any-
Rhogar.
There's... She's an apothecary.
Cyphrus doesn't feel poisoned. It's fine.
I'll say so here. Is there any poison on this blade?
I take the blade from. Do I detect?
Roll a medicine check.
Medicine check. Okay, I'm gathering my medicine, information, and
Okay, guys, I see
16.
how it is.
There is no poison
Thank
on
you.
it at all.
huzzah!
Okay.
Medicine
That's good.
check.
That's the
She
good
medicine
thinking.
checks.
I like to take it and pocket the axe. Is it one-handed?
Yes, it's
Snatches it
one-handed
back
throwing
from
You're
knife.
such a looter. You
Yeah.
little hoarder.
Are you guys reading the other
I
side?
would like to read the other while
It's from a
silently in my
pyramid.
head.
I would like to read it
Okay.
silently as well.
I would also like to read it silently.
Okay.
But I'll move my mouth.
It says, I built
Rhogar.
and I planned so their foundations won't shake. What am I then? What am I to them?
Just an earthquake.
Are you saying that?
Are you saying that out loud?
No?
Cordelia.
Okay, next time say if you if you're doing it out loud.
Just curious.
I'm whispering to them.
Can I see
No,
your ears?
Cordelia!
Well, she whispered it to us.
Did you say?
I've
Okay.
said
So
earthquake to them.
Oh, gosh.
some other axes pass by.
But
out
we're in the
wall.
hallway. We're in the hallway.
Oh, are you on the back?
Yeah,
room?
we're like not in
We're
the
in the
hall.
first
So,
room.
so okay, so you're in the first room, so you're going to the second room, and you're peeking your head
Yes.
out the threshold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't think I should have taken my 5 hit
Okay,
points.
so you notice as you say that the axes again shoot out and they don't hit anybody.
Whoa!
Are there any other writings at the other end of the
No,
wall?
there's only one side of the wall has writings and one side of the wall
How
has
about
writings.
we stop
What's
reading
that?
the
Just directly
writings.
ahead of us.
It's a completely there's another threshold,
Are you hiding your ears?
Is it an open?
but there's no words or anything.
They're
It's
always
just
there.
darkness.
Is it blocked again?
It's blocked again.
Everybody knows I'm an elf. I thought you did.
I'm not saying this. This is not my character saying this. I'm talking to my
I think you know.
role-playing party at the table.
Is there a way?
So
is there
it's
something you guys have that you can talk in your heads? Anything that you can use?
I have something that makes us quiet. Only other ways to do a message, I guess. I can translate.
Whisper?
Yes, back and forth.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm messaging to Rhogar.
Well, if you guys are in the other room,
Oh.
no. I was just so
No,
earthquake and
you're-
bed.
you're
Or do you think that we
trinket.
got the words
And
The
bed.
wrong?
two, the two words were earthquake and bed.
Unless we got the words wrong, and that's why the axes were thrown.
That's true.
That's true. We all look at DM like,
What else?
so
would-
when you did the original riddle, what happened?
axes.
The original one.
Oh,
the
the
first
door
one.
opened.
The door opened.
Yeah.
So that means that we probably got it wrong.
oh, that does mean.
But is it a two-part?
So small.
Is it a two-part riddle or is this all part of one riddle? That's the question. DM's not going to tell us, guys. We need
Can
to
you
stop looking
repeat
over
the riddle again, DM?
Okay, so are you looking at? You're putting your head out and
peeking at it.
you're peeking at which side of the room?
Left.
You're going to the left.
Cordelia,
Don't say anything, anyone.
We don't. You
We
were.
can't
Will not.
read it.
Just me.
You're the one peeking and reading it.
Okay. I bring them low, both friend or foe. My enemies dread when I go to.
Okay. I bring them low, both friend or foe. My enemies dread when I go to. Alright, and what was the right side?
The right side was.
I assume it rhymes.
I built and I planned so their foundations won't shake. What am I to them? Oh, I'm sorry. I am there.
Can you say it again?
I built and I planned so their foundations won't shake. I am to them there.
That's tricky.
What if it doesn't rhyme?
Then
The
it's
first
a bad riddle.
The first one did.
It is better.
I built and I planned so their foundations won't shake. I am there. And I bring them low, both friend or foe. My enemies dread when I go to blank. So my question is, this could either be two different keywords that we need to get, or this could be two different clues to the same answer. Which would seem to make more sense to me because this is in one room, right?
But then it both wouldn't rhyme.
So,
Well, I am there.
on the initial image of the three brothers, there was the dark, skinny one, the black one. It didn't look like he didn't have anything in his hand.
Yeah.
But the one on the left had a sword, and the one on the right had a hammer.
Interesting. Alright.
So hammer is like a construction person, things like that. Sword is like a warrior.
Yeah, war.
I bring them low, both friend or foe. My enemies dread when I go to.
War? Sword?
War?
Perhaps Cordelia, you should put
What
on
room
your
are you in
stone.
when you're saying it?
We're in the first
thought-
room.
Yeah,
peeking
first
in,
room, the first
and
room.
Cordelia's telling us.
Yeah.
Cordelia, perhaps you should use your
Okay,
necklace.
my necklace is activated.
Sword and hammer?
Can we try saying a
Okay,
word
first
to make
I
sure that
thought
it works?
I thought word for the left side, and then for the right side it was foundation shake. I and
Cordelia, perhaps we
then
should step
there-
back and see if the necklace actually works.
Built in a plan, so therefore architect,
that doesn't
Are you-
rhyme.
planner.
Hey guys.
I'll go into the room
No,
Why?
because I'm. This is what I'm here for, to get hit
No,
with
this
stuff.
is silly. This is stupid. Come back.
Just come
Come
back,
back.
Rhogar.
Guys,
Rhogar, come back.
But-
what do
Okay,
you? If
come
we're gonna
back.
solve it,
Well, you're not.
We are
can
gonna
say
solve
it.
we're not gonna know anyways.
Yo, can we test it once we've
Yes,
made a
let's
good
test
guess
it.
for the right side at least?
Yeah.
We haven't come up with anything for the right side, Rhogar.
Rhogar's just ready to
Or the
full
left
steam
side.
ahead.
Come back. What did
Come
you
back,
think the left
Rhogar.
Oh,
side
the
was?
left side is. I'm saying this.
Okay,
I'm
I come
whispering
back.
This.
Why don't we just say architect and sword?
Because I don't think
But
that's
it's
what they
not-
are.
it's
Bring
not
them
that.
low, both friend and
Matt,
foe.
if
Builder
he's
or
trying-
architect,
Dread
right?
When I go to
When I go to sword.
when I go to the sword.
When I go to war, sword.
It's got to rhyme with dread. I
That's
bring them
you're
low.
assuming it's
DM
gonna
said
rhyme.
it was a bad
You're
riddle.
assuming it's gonna
DM
rhyme.
said- it was
My
a bad-
enemies dread when I go to.
I think it's war.
All right. I build.
But what's the right side?
Plan
Look,
to the
look.
foundation.
We're not gonna know unless we go in and try.
No, you're right. But let's at least have a good guess for the right side at least,
I
and
am.
then we can try
Builder
them
or
both.
it's builder or architect or
I am.
hammer.
My plans so the foundations won't shake. I am to them.
There.
There.
I am there.
No, I am to them there.
I built and I plan so their foundations won't shake. I am to them their.
Builder or architect.
You're right. It doesn't make sense a rhyming word. It is a terrible riddle.
I think it's a good riddle. Riddles don't have to
Fine,
rhyme,
go
especially when they're
Biscuit Life.
translated.
Go have a skill eye.
That's what I'm here for. Okay, I'm gonna just
Oh
step
my
barely
goodness,
into the
Rhogar.
threshold, and I'm gonna say,
Try.
war.
One at a time.
Okay. So you turn to the left, and you say war.
War.
And when you say that, there's you see the golden image of the brother appear again, and he has his golden sword, and you start seeing that there's a great multitude of people following him, and it's basically like a movie like
300.
no
Prince
no
of Dreams,
like
Joseph.
yeah exactly, that's exactly what it is.
I got you.
And you see the brother and his multitudes going to and each one of the multitudes that are following him are people, and they also have a hollowed out brain, and they have a book with words written in them, and you start see them like sieging and fighting great battles. And after each battle, they begin to rejoice. They build a monument for themselves after the battle. They go around conquering what seems like great swaths of land. And then at the end, and it keeps going. And if you can follow the wall to figure out the rest of the story.
Sure.
Okay, so you start walking towards the wall,
Rhogar, be careful!
and
Are you
I don't
telling
even
us
hear
this
them.
is-
I'm too entranced.
Are you reading aloud what you see or telling us aloud what you see?
Ah, sure.
Okay, so you notice that that it almost seems like the whole world has been conquered by this one brother, and they seem to have settled down at the base of some mountain, and it seems that there's some kind of passing of time, and you notice the words on the book on the people's head, the multitude's head, starts fading away, and then you notice that the brother lays down in a bed, and when he lays down in a bed, his mind becomes his head has a book, and it also has writing that's very slowly begins to disappear. And that's where the story of this wall ends.
So, to summarize, they go off. They fight battles, right? For my sake, they build a monument, and then
They conquered like the whole known world essentially.
he's going to sleep.
And they lose the
And
knowledge.
his head
Well, I'm
is like
assuming
a
he's
book.
dying. Like he's probably the way that kings would be entombed, right? He's like,
No, this is a normal bed.
Yeah.
oh really?
No.
Yeah. So he's just going to
So
sleep.
he's going to sleep.
But the
losing
writings
knowledge.
are.
Oh, so this must have been what he was But he's going to sleep, then that wouldn't be a dream.
He's going to sleep, so he's
were the
probably
writings fading or
slowly
The writings,
forgetting.
yeah, it seems like all the people forgot the writings over
Yeah,
time.
so he's not awake anymore. He's less conscious of
He's
the
at
teachings.
least,
Oh.
yeah, unconscious. To be raised again. I don't want to be the one who raises him.
Okay.
I guess
So
we-
you start walking back to the
Yeah.
the main entrance, and you turn to the
the
right,
right side, and I'll say,
Rhogar, be careful.
I'm ready to jump back. Architect!
Okay. So again, you see the brother, golden with a hammer, and you see him starting to build. You see a great multitude of people following him too, and they start building slowly but surely, and he seems to build great cities, and also the multitude still has the book and the writings. And he starts building all over where his brother was conquering, and he builds great towers and cities, and then he goes all over the world, and he goes to the same mountain where his brother settled, and he builds a great city as well. And then he goes and lays in the same spot, because I'm assuming you're following the image.
Yeah.
The same spot you see the architect go into bed, and you start seeing that the multitude that were following him start losing the words that were written in their book, and you see the architect start losing words, but at a much slower rate while he sleeps. And as you walk back to the entrance, you notice dripping water.
What?
Cold, musty, dripping water. And you notice that the last brother has the skinny black brother is there at the very entrance.
Entrance of the
and
end of
2D, right?
Like
At the
from the
wall that we...
That you started at.
At 2D, right?
And there's no writing on the...
There's no writing on the wall,
On the
but
roof?
There's no writing on the roof or anything like that. But when you look at the image starts coming to life, and there you see the brother in a great forest, and you see him walking, and it's parallel to the same journey that his other two brothers were on. And you see in the middle where his two great brothers, and he's also by himself. There's no multitude of people following him. You see when they're building great cities, they're his other brothers winning great battles. You see a clearing in the forest, and you see the brother pick up a black lantern. You see him pick out a black lantern, and as he goes to pick up the black lantern, his limbs grow longer and his legs grow longer.
Slenderman.
And he picks up the lantern, and there's a glowing bright light in the lantern. And you see him go to the left side first, and you see him start turning into. You see where the war brother was. You see him sleeping, and you can see the brother kind of cast a shadow over him. And as he casts, so his head's here, and then the other brother's here, and you see almost a skeleton of a deer pop out, and he starts taking the words from the brother's book, and he starts taking the words from all the other people's book.
This is so creepy.
Wait, so he was in the forest, and then what happened?
He got a
A
black
lantern.
lantern. He was in a clearing in the forest. He got a black lantern.
Yes.
Then he started tracing the steps of the war brother. Then he caught up to essentially where the war brother was at rest at the end of the wall. And he took the words out of the followers' books and the brother's book.
And then
So,
deer skull.
You
thing?
see the war brother wake up before the other brother's done taking out the words, and you notice that he's also eating the words as it goes on, and the brother turns back to normal, and it looks like they're having some kind of exchange with each other, and it looks like the war brother's worried, and they shake hands, and you notice that the war brother starts marching his multitudes into a deep chasm, and you see them, his multitude disappearing one after the other, and then you see the war brother disappear. Then on the right side, you notice the other brother catches, or we'll call him the lantern brother, or the deer brother, whatever you want to call him. He catches up to the builder as well, and he starts doing the same thing with his people. And then the builder brother wakes up, and he looks very concerned. And you can start seeing his city starting to crumble slowly into decay. And then he also shakes the hand of the lantern brother. And the same thing, he starts marching off his people into
The same chasm?
The same chasm.
It's the same one.
Same one. And then all his people disappear, and then the builder brother disappear. And when the whole movie is done, you notice that all the words and all the drawings kind of like go away, and then words appear at the very end of the hall where the threshold is. And you notice that the threshold has a picture of a deer's skull and long arms at the threshold. And you notice words at the end of the threshold. Would you guys like to go?
I'm there.
I'm freaked
So
out.
you're there. Who else is there?
No
I
one.
like to go
So
there.
us only.
I would like
Rhogar.
to go to
You
Rhogar.
can't read Elvish.
I can see pictures though. I can see pictures. You don't have to read Elvish.
Oh, no.
no, I don't like
Hey.
the creepy music. Never a good sign.
Rhogar's been in there for a long time reading, so I like to catch up.
Oh,
with
I've
him.
been
telling
telling you guys
Yeah.
all this stuff as it
Then
happens.
don't tell me you can't read if he's telling me
No.
all this.
There's because
Doesn't make
there's
sense.
text. There's text at the end.
Yeah. But yes, I like to catch up
I
to
stay with
Rhogar.
Cordelia, Salt, and Morgrim.
Okay.
We ain't
I do
going.
go into that room.
Okay. All right, and you notice
What a weird
as you
story.
step closer to the threshold, you notice when you step near it, you see very much like a fog entering the room, and you kind of start stepping on sand. So you start stepping on sand, and you see up at the end of the threshold, just below the skull of the deer, it says, "I can bring tears to your eyes, resurrect the dead, make you smile, and reverse time. I form in an instant, but I last a lifetime. What am I?
Can you repeat the whole thing one more time, please?
I can bring tears to your eyes, resurrect the dead, make you smile, and reverse time. I form in an instant, but I last a lifetime. What am I?"
Memories.
And as you say memories,
Rhogar! Side note, Rhogar's so good at riddles. Every time there's a riddle, anytime we play, he's like, oh yeah, a coin.
Hear the
Oh
whole
yeah,
thing.
memory. I would be like, resurrect from the dead. And I don't know.
so the sand starts to pour down as almost like a trap door has been activated. You see the sand, and you start pouring forth, and you notice that the floor has completely gone, and you notice a crushed hand trying to grab just a severed hand.
Oh.
A dwarven hand.
A dwarven hand, yes.
Oh
And
Coming from the
like as you fall, you see somebody trying to grab onto the ledge as he was falling, and we're going to assume it was Marcus.
Wait,
Whoa,
can
whoa,
you
whoa,
explain
whoa,
this?
whoa,
Where
whoa.
we're
I'm having
Okay.
trouble picturing.
Everybody's falling to the ground, and as you fall, you see a hand trying to grab on to the ledge.
So
to
like
save
everybody's
himself.
sinking with the sand
Yes.
towards
So like
a
Haunted
center
Mansion, wherever
point,
the ceiling
Yes.
is higher.
and then we just see what was left over of a dwarven
Of a
severed hand.
dwarven severed hand.
Where's the hand?
Trying to grab at
the
the
ledge,
at the ledge
that
so he
we
doesn't
started
fall
at,
down.
So we're falling down,
Yeah.
and Marcus was trying to hold on. Like in Haunted Mansion, whenever the ceiling starts getting taller, and then you start like sinking down.
But his hand's cut off. It's just an arm.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just an arm. It's just an arm.
What happened to the rest of his body?
Dead.
Okay, so you
Gone.
guys
Wait, I want to throw a rope with something to see if I can hook it up.
roll a dexterity check.
To his arm?
No, I
Oh.
don't know.
To what?
The ledge before we sink any further, so we can
What
get
on?
back up.
What on the ledge?
No, we're sinking in
Oh,
the
you're
sand.
sinking in the sand.
Like That's
So
why.
we have a false bottom.
Wait. So is this quicksand?
No.
There
The
was-
sand's rushing to a hole, bro, and we're all in the sand getting caught up like a water
I'm so
slide, dude.
confused. I'm sorry.
The ground underneath all of us is sand.
So it's like this. This is the ground, but now this is the level, and we're leaving the level. And
Like-
so
And
Marcus's
the sand
hand
is
was
falling.
right here, and he was trying to hold on to the level.
Okay, so
Like a
the
water
ledge
slide.
that we walked in on is still solid,
Yes.
but we are just.
But wait,
Yeah.
So,
Cordelia
no.
and I mean,
Oh
Elseisha and I
my
weren't in the room.
I was the only one. Me and Cyphrus. Were the
Oh
only
yeah,
ones
you
in the
guys
room,
were
right?
okay. So you're watching all this happen, and Salt and Mogrim were with
With us.
these two.
Yeah.
No,
they
they
were.
were.
with
They
us.
were.
Okay,
with you
okay,
two.
they were with you two.
Yeah, Elseisha specifically said we are all waiting here.
Throw me the rope,
Okay, I throw him the rope,
Cyphrus. Grab my hand.
Yeah.
and I
How far
sweep
am I?
the rope around all of us, like the whole group.
Okay,
like on our
okay.
side.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity check. See if you can do that in time. You're good. You're good.
Nope. 5.
Okay, so before you're able to tie it onto yourselves, you accidentally drop the rope, and you two start to fall.
I wasn't trying to tie it. I was just.
How far are
trying
we?
to
We are falling.
hand it to
You
everyone.
you guys end up falling. I don't know, like 50 feet. It's not that far.
Oh, I mean, how far? 50. We fell 50 feet.
Wait,
But the
So-
sand was able to cushion your
Oh,
fall.
okay.
Yeah, you're like sliding.
I
down
mean, how
50
far
feet.
am I from like the rest of the party?
50 feet now.
No. Like,
50 feet.
Oh, like
vertically.
away?
yeah. Into the room.
We'll say you were 30 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, I can't throw you that far, so
Okay.
I'm not
so,
gonna even try.
So you guys end up landing. You guys land into more sand, and you notice another hallway going further in. But this time you see great tree drawings all over the side of the hallway.
It's lit.
It's lit, yeah, with ominous blue
With
fog.
ominous.
With
Oh,
ominous like blue
shit.
fog, yeah.
I'd like to turn to Morgan and say, this doesn't look like a good sign. If
And he picks up his hand. This is Marcus's ring. And he kind of tosses his hand aside. All right, well, we need to get down there or something of the sort.
you still wish to continue?
We have to find your friends. Hello down there. Yeah,
you are
can
still
hear him.
okay?
Morgrum!
We're all right. There's a lot of blue fog down here.
How far do you think you've fallen, Rhogar?
I think approximately exactly 50 feet.
Is there any of the torch bracket holders that we could tie the rope to so
Sure.
we can? Okay.
All right, so Morgan gets his rope and starts tying it to one of the torch lights.
I'd like to do the same thing on the other side.
Okay, so there's 2 ropes going down.
I'm standing guard down at the bottom.
So I no longer have rope. So
Okay.
We have 2 ropes that are being used, correct? So Cordelia.
Why don't you have rope?
Morgum.
I
She's
tried.
using.
Oh,
Why
we've
not?
used the 2 ropes together.
I'll keep mine just so we have rope.
in case one of them breaks or something, and I test it to see how much weight it'll hold. If I put my whole body on it, it's fine.
If you put your whole body on it, it looks like it's fine.
Just go one at a
And Morgan
time.
does the same thing.
Morgum's a pretty big man, so.
All right.
Okay, so
Pretty
who's
small
climbing
man,
down?
too.
But he's like
like
wide.
hefty.
So
Yeah.
so
Big.
Morgan
Big.
is coming
Big.
down, and Salt also gets on the rope and starts going down at the same time.
Salt,
and
please
it
be
looks
careful.
like the weight is good.
Oh, okay.
Looks like the weight is good.
I think we should only go down one at a time, Elseisha. I'll
I
go
agree.
first.
Okay, so Morgan comes down, and Salt says, "Wow, what happened to you guys?
I don't know, man.
This looks pretty good."
This is
Rhogar said the
incredible.
key word, and that activated this whole landslide of sand into
Oh,
this
wow.
little.
Is Cordelia, are you down yet? So that
Yes,
can go
I
down?
don't understand. Yeah, I'm down. I don't understand why there was a hand dangling and why it was severed. That makes me incredibly nervous.
Right, I think that was Marcus's hand, unfortunately.
He must have incredible grip strength.
As I'm climbing down the
I
rope.
mean, how? No, I agree with Cordelia. Like, how is it just his arm up there?
As I'm
Where's the
climbing
rest of
down the
him?
rope,
Yeah.
do I
Was
notice
he,
anything on the
imagine
walls
he
changing?
was just like disconnected into like the spirit world or something,
Do I see anything on the walls changing?
and
while
it's
I'm
just his
climbing down?
arm
No,
that's left
nothing.
here in the
No,
physical
you
realm.
see that the fog is getting.
That's bad because that means we're in the
Higher and
spiritual
higher.
world. You've been watching Avatar.
you know, with
Yeah.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to kick around in the sand that's still beneath our feet because there's still sand down there, right?
There's still sand,
To
yeah.
see if I can find Marcus's body.
Oh!
No, you cannot find him.
I'd like to use my cantrip to put light into my necklace.
Okay, you put light in your necklace.
Yeah, are you? Their torches still on?
Yeah, everybody's torches are still on. And in
I
fact,
managed to hold on to it in a
the-
sand slide.
the fog is basically enough to light up the whole entire room.
It's fluorescent.
Yeah.
Well, if we're going to keep going, let's go.
Do we have a choice?
More
Yes, we
ground.
can.
I
go
mean,
back.
yeah, we
always
could
go
go back.
back.
But
Morgram, maybe we'll find your friend in here. We have to continue.
to be fair, though, we
I
came
don't
into
think
this.
I don't think so, laddie. I think he's long gone.
We came into this for treasure.
There's
so.
no way to know for certain.
Also, he came in earlier today. Why is his hand a skeleton?
No,
It
it's
wasn't a
still
skeleton.
flesh.
It
Still
was
meaty.
fleshy.
Oh,
no, like a
Never
fluff
mind.
form. Like picture this. Just like
what was the break
sever,
like?
You see the bone.
Uh,
Is it like right here, like
Was
Buzz
it on the
Lightyear?
shoulder?
Is it a Buzz
no,
Lightyear break?
it's
I feel like right
it's
here.
a forearm break.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Was
he's still
it-
got plenty enough.
Did it look chopped?
It looked.
It was like clean, or was like ripped with like
Yeah.
extra skin and loose, or was like a clean
crushed.
straight.
It was crushed.
Crushed.
Oh,
It was
so
crushed
it's like
off.
crushed off.
That's no good sign. I don't like the idea of walls closing in.
Well, that's good to know that Marcus could still be alive. He could have sutured it and still been fine.
Let's
Really?
move. Let's start moving quickly,
It's
though.
just an arm.
Let's go fast.
Okay.
And be
So-
careful what words we toss around.
Rhogar goes first.
So
Thanks.
as you guys go further down the hall's probably it's probably double the size that the other hall was. So it's about 100 feet now.
I wonder if you'd said the wrong answer to the riddle, would the walls have crushed in?
Oh. Probably.
Okay, so
Be careful with our.
But then we would have found Marcus's body
Okay.
if Marcus was crushed.
He
okay.
might still be alive.
So as you guys go down, so I'm gonna change the music.
This is very intense.
I'm stressed sweating.
I'm stressing too.
Okay.
Stress sweating.
As you go deeper into the hall, you notice that you kind of start losing sight of the wall and in the fog, and it almost you almost feel like trees start growing around you,
What?
and it's a
What's this
very
weird
very
feeling?
it almost feels like you're walking into some kind of grove. But as you're right next to some trees, and they look very, very almost like Salt reaches out his hand to try to touch one of the trees, and it kind of vaporizes.
Oh, they're like
and
ethereal?
disappears.
Like illusion.
What is this place? What
Trees in a
odd
pyramid.
magic is this? Do I recognize any of this magic?
Go ahead and roll a Arcana check.
Nat 20.
Hey!
Okay,
Nice.
so you notice that powerful magics let's just say, it's powerful elven magics of the Grey Havens. They can make a whole entire landscape and almost like a movie out of like this out of magic essentially. So it's almost like somebody's showing you either a memory
A
or a
vision.
movie or some kind of vision.
Memories.
Okay.
That's all this is.
So as you guys look
Blade
down,
Runner.
as you guys look down on the
King
ground,
Cordelia.
you notice footsteps, like almost invisible footsteps start forming
Don't
just
like that.
just ahead of you guys, just barely.
I
Do they?
follow them.
I follow them.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
So they're
my
leading you on
gosh.
this path, and you notice the paths veer off into the forest right when there's a clearing, and you see a small hut, like a small hut with a fire glowing in it.
Does the hut look like an illusion?
The hut it also looks like an illusion, and you notice a husband and his wife enter out of the house, and you see the husband start chopping wood. You see the woman, start going into the garden, and they look like they're in their 20s, and it seems like you stop right at the footsteps, and it looks like whatever memory this is, he's peering and looking at the couple. And time goes on for quite a long time, and it's almost like fast motion, but the footsteps haven't gone anywhere. They're yeah. So basically, you see their daily lives, and it seems you can tell You
Or
can
two
tell that
seconds.
they're.
I
that
figure
they're,
it'd be like a few seconds real time and then jump ahead like my name on and then jump ahead again, different scenes.
Okay.
That's how I pictured it.
I'm
Okay,
VHS
well,
fast forward.
it is 7 o'clock, so we're going to take a little break.
10-minute
Oh.
break.
Come back.
Oh, right in the middle of the story. I'm so nervous. And
Take
freaked
10 minutes,
out.
get your snackies, and then come back.
Mm.
This is really
Now.
Welcome back, everybody, especially Johnny, who is watching. Hi, Johnny.
Hi.
All right. So, last we left off.
We're getting creeped the fuck out.
In a stressful situation.
I gotta put the music back on. Okay.
We
Anyway,
really don't need
so-
that music.
So
It's really creepy if you can't hear it.
they.
I like it.
So you see the you see the clearing in the forest. You see these couples get older and older as time passes on. You started watching them when they were 20, and now they're in their seem to be like late 40s.
Oh wow.
And you notice one day at work at vigorous wood cutting, the husband starts to cry, and he goes to his wife and starts to cry as well. And the husband kind of like grabs her womb,
Because they can't have kids.
and they start crying.
We get a magic spell done so they can have kids.
Is he Abraham?
And so you see that
Happened to him?
the time has kind of stopped, and the fast forwarding of time, and you see that night gets there, and you notice that the footsteps start heading towards the house again, and this time you see a man with a lantern, and he has like tattered clothes, and he has a long arm, and he's hooded.
Nope.
And you
don't
see
like
him.
it.
You see him knocking on the door, and you see the husband answer, and then the husband invites the person inside,
Oh, you're right.
and now you guys are now inside the house, viewing the
scenery
conversation.
changed, so we're there.
You can
So cool.
you see that there's a fire going. You can see that the wife is making some soup for supper. You can see a bed, a wooden bed. You see just a normal looking hut, and you see them kind of talking with this hooded figure, and he sets down his lantern, and they start talking, and he reaches into the lantern, and he looks at the husband's hand, and he puts something into the husband's hand. The husband grabs it, and he seems very grateful, very, very, very happy, and he starts to cry. And then the man grabs the lantern, and he walks out the door. Now you guys are back in your original spot in the forest, and you notice the older people start inviting more and more people. It looks like travelers into their hut, and you notice that every night the husband drags a body outside.
What?
And leaves it and leaves it in the forest.
What?
What a turn of events.
And this
Did you know I was going there?
No, did you?
No.
and every time he lays the person into the forest, he picks up something in his pocket and kind of like scans the body with this thing that's in his hand that you guys can't quite see, and then he leaves.
How many times has he done this so far?
And so this time starts speeding up, and he starts doing this for 9 months. And then
How many people? So a person dead each day for about 9 months?
Yes.
Oh
So
my God.
once a week a person dies for 9 months.
Still, it's a lot of bodies.
And
50,
a lot of murders.
48 people.
And yeah, you aren't able to see the bodies after the husband takes them away. At the end of the night,
we see him scan them or no?
yeah, you see them scan, and he leaves, and then it just kind of like mist follows the body, and
So they disappear.
you don't know where they've gone to.
Oh, well, we know where they've gone to. That damn lantern man.
And
Inside the lantern, man. So the bodies are inside the lantern, like Thresh.
anyway, so then 9 months have passed, and his wife is pregnant, and they have a child, and they're
Demon baby.
and it seems like it seems like a normal looking child.
I feel like we're gonna have to kill the demon baby.
And the man returns again one night, and you see that the husband's very, very grateful, and then he gives him back the thing that the person gave him.
Yeah, the lantern man.
And so he puts it back into his lantern, and he goes away. And he goes away. And then now you guys are back into the house, and it's during nighttime. And as time goes on, you see that something goes into the window and above the sleeping family's head, and it starts just hovering over them, and starts. It looks very similar to what the hieroglyphics did over there. Anyway, some
Like
time.
an antler man, like this.
Some time passes, and the girl is outside playing.
What girl?
It's a
A
girl,
daughter.
a child,
The
it's a
daughter.
girl.
It's a girl. It's a daughter.
Yeah.
It's a daughter.
So he returned the artifact.
Sorry, I'm on fast forward on the timeline over
Really
here.
coming for you guys on this one.
It's a daughter.
Okay, so the daughter, the girl, the daughter, she's playing in the yard, and the man returns, the antler man returns, and he kind of beckons over into the woods, and he gives her.
How old is she?
She's like around 4 now. And he gives her a stone, and he pulls out like this beautiful looking cape that seems like tailor made for her, and you see some kind of communication going on, and he lets out his hand, but the girl says, she kind of like waves her hand away, but she still takes the stone, and the man recedes back into the forest.
She has a cape now too.
She doesn't
right?
have the cape. She doesn't have
Just
the
the
cape.
stone.
She just has the stone.
Okay.
She didn't shake his hand. And one night,
How old is she there? 13?
she's 4. She's 4.
Oh, she's only 4.
She's only 4. Okay, so they go all back to bed, and the thing returns again, and you notice that the parents kind of disappear.
Oh
And
What thing returns?
the
you
the
kidding?
Antler
The
man.
antler man.
So the antler man returns and the
Yeah.
parents
Oh, yes.
disappear.
and the parents disappear.
no! She's 4.
And then and then the morning comes, and the antler man knocks again on the door, and the girl opens up, and she's crying, and she hands back the stone, and the antler man gives her a beautiful cape, or the cape that he offered her the day before, and they kind of hold hands, and they start walking back into the forest, and as you guys see them walking,
It was Stephanie! She's wearing a cape!
I'm cold.
you see them walking far into the forest, and you notice that the little girl starts turning into a doe, and the cape kind of falls off,
This was really sad.
and then you start seeing the antler man start eating the doe.
What?
Oh,
And then the
goodness.
visions
Dude,
disappeared,
this is-
and then you notice that there's a cape. You notice you're in an empty room that's still lit by the fog, and you notice that there's some kind of cape, and there's something underneath the cape,
And does it appear to be
We're
an
not touching
illusion?
and it's not an illusion.
Don't touch that damn cape!
You don't need to tell me twice.
I
walking.
I wasn't speaking to you,
walking.
Cordelia. I was telling Cyphrus.
Well, how about you tell Rhogar no as well? Why do you only
I'm
tell
walking.
me no to do anything?
Rhogar, don't touch that cape.
I'm walking to examine the cape.
Okay. So as you get closer, you notice that the
You
cape,
pick it
there's
up?
something
No, I got
underneath.
a sword.
There's something underneath the cape, and you notice another threshold has appeared once again.
Behind or in front of the...
Behind the cape. So there's now a wall. You notice
Okay.
that it's an end of the room,
About 5 feet beyond.
about 5 feet.
Okay.
That cape is cursed. You'll turn into a deer.
What color
And
is
you
the
get
cape?
eaten.
The cape looks like it's a red and kind of with green accent marks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how large is the thing underneath it?
It looks like the size of a small deer.
Okay.
So
How-
the
what-
big
what is
thing under the
specific?
cape. It's a
Is it
big
a
thing.
How
Skeleton?
specific size?
Is it a
It specifically
skeleton?
looks like the size.
Well, it's
of,
underneath.
Let's just say a deer.
How
Whatever
specifically
shape it
the
is.
object as well.
So I'm gonna walk up.
Okay.
I'm going to be in front of it, 5 feet away from it.
Rogar stabs.
Is there anything on the threshold?
There are no writings, but there's still the skeleton deer with the long human arms around the threshold.
I hate that.
Is
Oh, there's that there.
the picture of it?
It's like a real
It's a
thing
real
now.
thing.
Okay.
So
It's the skull of a deer,
But
and it
the
has
human skeleton.
and it has glowing green eyes, and it has arms.
and it's coming out of the.
It's not coming out. It looks like it's there for adornment.
It's like on those cars where they have like
Oh,
the
it's like
skulls in
a
front of.
decal,
Yeah.
like a decal.
Yeah, and then it's
Okay.
like arms
Gotcha,
are going
gotcha,
around
gotcha.
the rectangle frame.
Okay.
Ooh, I hate this.
I walk up to Rhogar and I say, "What are you gonna do, Rhogar?"
I think I'm
What are
gonna.
you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna poke it.
And
No.
just then you hear 2 snaps,
What?
and you see your ropes fall down,
Oh
hell.
no!
Who's there? I shout.
and no answer happens.
Show yourself.
I say hello in Elfish.
And no response.
Is there a good enough angle I could fire a firebolt up there?
Why is this answering
If this was
everything?
a-
What
what's
if
funny to me-
Marcus is up there?
Is if this was a modern story, Cordelia would just constantly be like, "Okay, I take my Glock and I just fire a shot indistinguishably down the hallway,
Cordelia is known for
just in
throwing
case."
fireballs
Yes.
at things.
They're my favorite, so I can just throw
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
Cordelia!
What are you
I
throwing
rolled a
the
nat
fireball at?
20.
Okay, what are you
Oh
throwing the
my
fireball
goodness.
She
at?
shoots the fireball at nothing but really well.
Basically,
What?
Like whoever was up on top of the ledge, cutting a
Who knows?
rope.
Oh,
If it was
okay, so
so
I
like down the
shouted.
hallway and up.
What?
Right?
What?
Yeah, because
You,
we were
who
like
shouted?
this,
Who
and
do you
then we
think
went through.
shouted?
I did.
Right, but that doesn't mean there was anybody there.
okay,
I
so you
know,
throw the
that's-
fireball, and there's a great big fiery explosion, but there's no answer, no screams, no nothing.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear.
Are you satisfied? I go, ah! What are you shooting at? Did you see something?
No, but something cut those ropes.
Send your raven to investigate. Send your raven.
All right, I send my raven to
Okay.
investigate.
No,
It's
no,
a
you send
falcon
Raven.
named Raven.
You
I
send
send
Raven.
Like
What'd
how-
you
You
What's
send
send
your
Raven the
falcon?
Falcon to go up, and he starts going up in the air. He starts screeching, starts trying to look around, and he comes down, and he doesn't bring you back anything.
Okay, I'd like to go and examine the ends of the rope to see if they were snapped, cut.
I'm stressed out.
It looks like they were snapped off.
What does that mean?
So
like
you
from
see
age?
like
Like it's
Like
just,
that's
it's
all
just-
right.
it just clocked off. Yeah, and you can see
Like
like
a little slice?
like
Fibers.
like
that
that. You see all the threaded out.
it's like if a
fibers.
troll grabbed them and just went,
ripped it.
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
I grab Rhogar's arm and I take my rapier and I put it under the cape and I fling up the cape off of the.
What
whatever
did
it
I
was,
say,
Why'd
Cyphrus?
you grab
this is
my
why
arm?
I warned you.
Just in case, like.
What? How forceful were you with the cape?
Oh, I was.
Oh, the cape's completely off.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Oh
notice.
my goodness, what did I
Okay,
say?
hold on.
This is why I warned Cyphrus, because I knew that he would do this, and then he gets offended every time when I warn him.
Everybody roll a
Better
perception
that we're
check.
all cursing
Everybody
than say
roll
just
a
one
perception
person.
check.
wait.
What?
Did you hear what Cyphrus just
No, what'd
said?
he say?
He said better that we're all cursed than just
No, it's
one
not.
person. No, it's not.
For
We
who?
can't save them.
What is it, perception?
Is it a check or a saving throw, DM?
It'll be
It's a
saving
perception
throw.
check.
Perception check.
Would it be
19.
saving? Oh, check?
19.
Well, we don't know what he's
12.
planning.
Oh my
14.
gosh.
14.
Okay. As Cyphrus throws up the cape, you notice as it comes off the skeleton of a doe, it starts going invisible slightly as soon as it gets off, and it starts revealing the doe, and then the cape turns invisible, and you can hear it crash to the ground.
Can I go to where it was?
Yeah, you know where it was, and you can start feeling the cape.
Can I pick it up
You can pick it up.
with one hand?
Yes.
I think this is an invisibility cloak.
Well, I ain't putting it on. You
Rhogar, I think this doe was a girl watching the story.
Oh, thank you, detective.
You start seeing the doe turn into ash, and it kind of starts going towards the threshold, and it disappears into the threshold, and there are now words that appear at the threshold underneath the skeleton of
This is getting too damn spooky for me.
of the deer, and it reads, "We serve our master with no regret, so we ourselves do not forget. Perhaps one day he'll make a deal with you instead."
Nope.
I would like to pick up the rope that was dropped, so I have my rope back.
And you notice a rope falls down, and you hear Dave's voice. "What are you damn fools doing over there?"
Whose voice?
Dave.
Dave?
Dave.
Dave from Suderlin?
No, the elf.
I say, shh, don't answer.
And Mogrim says, What are you doing, Dave?" And he's like, "I followed you idiots down here. What are you doing?"
Dave, don't come down any further. The rope, something cut the rope up there.
I just arrived here. There's nothing in these hallways.
There's some very strange
There's
magic.
very strange magic afoot,
Well,
Dave.
I've tied the rope, and you can see Dave's
We
head
did too.
picking up. And he's like, "Well, I'll stay up here and guard."
Thank you, Dave. What should we go through the
Why
threshold?
did you follow us?
We
We're just
can't-
on
we
the
can't
side
go through the
treasure hunt
threshold.
while we-
Is it closed?
The threshold is still closed.
But there's no clue.
And you start seeing that the words disappear.
I like to go to
Maybe we
where
have
the
to make a
And
deal
deer.
with
you can start seeing the skeleton recede into the wall.
I like to examine.
Can I
the
make a
deer.
noise and you tell me if it's the noise that it makes?
Can I shoot a firebolt at the deer?
You can shoot a fire.
I've
Cordelia!
I wanted to say
I
this
think
before
Cyphrus
that.
gets a lot of
To be fair.
it gets a lot of hate, but Cordelia just shoots firebolts off like nothing.
I've been wanting to say this before Cordelia
Cut to
did
three.
anything.
Okay,
I wanted to
it's a
examine
direct
the
hit
touches
onto the deer, and fire engulfs it, and it is now the threshold, the deer, everything is just a normal wall.
Ugh.
It was receding anyway. What'd you say, Cyphrus?
I wanted to say before you shoot the fireball,
Cody
DM,
Garbrandt's
can I
Caroline.
examine the ashes of where the deer skeleton
It
was?
disappeared.
gone.
It went into the
Blew
threshold.
away.
It had already gone
No.
into the
In the
threshold.
wind.
Like
The
DM.
ones on the ground
No.
that was under the clothes.
Yeah, DM said that it had
Oh,
already
for
like
sure.
got sucked into the threshold.
Oh, for
that's
sure.
weird.
Okay, so Dave had to rope for you guys.
What was Dave doing here?
He was following you guys.
That's a far way for Dave to come out of game. I mean, he had to come from the ships to the town to the pyramid. There was no like weird skeleton thing trying to get him.
And
then
we've
he
been
just,
down there for a
He just
while.
casually walked into the pyramid. I don't know about Dave. Okay.
Dave's the fucking deer good.
Yeah.
Okay, you start
Aim
seeing.
back in game, back in
You
game.
can start seeing Salt like run to the rope.
So
And he's
please
like,
be careful.
"Well, I'm checking if it's clear, guys. Relax. Hey, Dave, you want to pull me up?" And so you start seeing Dave pull up Salt, and Salt helps as well. He starts climbing up,
Why did
and
we
he's
let
like,
Salt
and he hops up, and he starts like poking Dave, and he's like, "Well, he looks all good to me."
I don't trust him.
I
I'd
was-
like to examine the room for any entrances.
Meanwhile, I like to whisper to
Go
Rhogar.
roll a investigation check.
I like to whisper to Rhogar. This isn't the end of the pyramid, is it?
Or the critical fail.
Okay, you do not notice anything.
I don't think so.
How
But
do we?
there was no riddle.
You have to make a deal with that deer demon.
Can we see where the hallway would be?
Well, it'd be if it's the pattern that's been going on. The threshold is where we'd have to do
Okay.
something to get past.
And there's no more threshold.
And there was no option for a way to make a deal either. I'll say what you don't want to make a deal in Elvish.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
Well, I think DM wants us to return to the surface. I'm disappointed. There's no treasure here.
So who's gonna put on the
Rhogar,
cloak?
can I see that cloak?
Don't give it to Cyphrus. Historically,
wanna
he has
see
not
it.
been trusted with it.
Do you want to put on the demon cloak that we just found?
Do,
No,
do
thank
you
you.
want me to present you a
I mean,
logic
Marcus
case? Why I
should put it
just
on.
can't? I just
Who?
want to examine the
Morgrim
cloak.
should put it on.
Yeah.
Lass, I do not want to be anywhere near that cloak.
I just
I'd
want.
I'd be fine if we
No.
would leave
Just
it
wanna
here.
examine
Stop,
it.
don't
You
touch
guys
the
can
cloak.
have it.
I throw it on Cyphrus.
Oh my goodness.
Ah! I grab it. I throw it off.
No,
me.
what happened? What happened?
You turn invisible. Completely
Whoa! Cyphrus, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here, Rhogar.
Whoa!
But
Do you
I
feel
understand-
demonish? Because that would be 2 for 2 possessions.
Can you see?
No, I don't feel anything tingling
There's
or
not a
any
deer
Can you
talking.
see-
When you
dark
had
thoughts
when
in
you
my
had
head.
the cloak on you, you felt like tingling all over your body,
Oh.
like your hairs were standing up.
Oh my
but
It must be because
no demon possession.
And he would know, seeing as he's been
Yes.
possessed before.
Nope. This cloak is extraordinary, though.
Oh my
I
gosh.
take it off and
I feel like Cyphrus interpreted that as a full body high. He's like, oh, what? Oh, come here. Oh. Rhogar, don't worry about me. I'm just going to go back in the cloak.
I take it and I put it in my bag.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Let's go, I guess.
All right.
Ladies first.
Okay.
Alright.
Damn, how does the cloak work, though?
When you put it on, you turn invisible.
Okay.
Okay,
can
I think
wear it,
he's
though?
meaning,
Or
like,
is it
long rests
is
or
there like
anything
a
like
hood
that.
up thing? Like, what's the cloak rule?
As soon as you put it on, you go invisible.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can
it
I
has,
wear
like,
it
a hood,
though,
too.
I have a hood.
and still be
No, you can't wear it and still be visible.
okay?
If you want a normal
He
cloak,
just
because we
wants-
can purchase you one in
No.
town. He's like, we went to
No,
this damn
it-
pyramid. I don't even get a fashion accessory. Are you kidding me?
It'll just make carrying it easier.
I know, I was just teasing.
Yeah.
Alright, I'd like to
You've
climb
got a
back up
magic
the rope.
cloak. You've got a magic cloak. Look at us. DM showing favoritism to the right side of the table.
Excuse
I
me.
have
We
a
have
ring that
zero-
I forget how to use.
How many
Excuse me,
magic
you have
cloaks?
a dragon egg.
You
Yeah.
do have a dragon egg.
That's true. I
With-
love it.
You know how to hatch or
Yeah,
how to revive.
and I'm
it.
happy about that.
So there's no
I'm
favoritism
just
going on.
joking.
Okay.
Just saying, if we compare how many magic
I
cloaks
also
there
have
are
a wand.
Okay, I'm
on
returning.
either side of the table.
Okay.
And I'd like to get up and say,
If we
Dave,
compare
why
how
did
many
you follow
magic
us?
rings or dragon eggs
Dave, how did you
there are-
find
That's
us
fair.
anyways?
Valid point.
I followed your tracks from
For
outside
miles?
the city.
But why though? What? I mean, we're just here on a treasure hunt.
I figured you guys would do something stupid like that and ruin my chances of getting back to my home.
Of course not. This is just a side mission while we're waiting for the boats to be loaded.
Dave, this is where we collect the coal.
And he pulls out the severed hand that Mogram threw up down the hall. He's like, well, what is this then? Seems pretty dangerous to me.
Oh, it's definitely somebody else, not us.
I would certainly hope so. Morgan gets up and he says, "Oh, hi, Dace. How's it go?" Oh, sorry. All right, hi, Dace. Right. Didn't expect you to be here. Well, I didn't want to be here, I can assure you. And Salt's just kind of meandering around.
Maybe we should get out of
Salt,
the
be
pyramid
careful,
and then
please.
we can hang out.
Yeah.
Is everybody out of the
Out
the
of
lower levels?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be last up.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right.
How heroic of me. Thank you. You're welcome.
Something.
Okay. So Dave and Morgan start going on ahead. Salt starts following them,
Yeah.
and you guys are following them as well.
I want to get
Yes.
out of the pyramid.
Okay, so as you
Yeah.
go, as you guys
It's
start
cool,
going
though.
out, you notice that the last level, you notice like a rock kind of fall down, and it looks like it's starting to collapse. And it's the lower level that you were, the roof starts falling
Maybe we should run.
and starts falling.
I'm
and then,
running.
Okay, so you're running. You run past Daith and Morgan. They look confused.
Dave Morgrub, run!
And then the
I'm
whole
pushing them.
Okay, and then the whole pyramid starts collapsing. Everybody roll a
Rhogar, get Salt!
dexterity saving
Salt's
throw.
Salt's ahead of us.
Salt's ahead.
What
He's
are we
not gonna run
rolling?
as fast.
Dexterity saving throw.
Wow.
5.
12.
Dexterity,
Dexterity saving throw.
15.
Okay, so
Natural
you guys,
one.
yeah. So you guys all start.
Are you serious?
you guys all start running out of the
Really?
pyramid,
It's been a pleasure.
and you start running, and you're at the last level. And you notice everything starts falling around. You take a rock to the shoulder,
Ugh.
and you take another 5 damage to what you have. And you guys are getting so close to the entrance, and you guys are all out except Rhogar, and it starts collapsing on
'Cause of the
Rhogar,
last
and-
heroic-
and and you start seeing Rhogar's foot gets pinned,
Ah!
and you start seeing the rock start caving in, and he's just almost at the entrance, and then it just completely collapsed
What?
with Rhogar on the other side.
I turn and say, Rhogar!
Wait, what? Rhogar, are you there? Are you alive? Can you... Is he conscious?
Go ahead and
hear
roll a
us?
Constitution saving throw.
I don't. Why is everyone looking at me? I don't know. It wasn't like, yeah. Was am I still blessed?
No.
We held our combat so long ago.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, that's good.
22.
Okay, you take 15 damage.
Oh my
You
gosh.
take 15
This
damage.
pyramid hits like a puss.
You take 15 damage, and you're able to hear them.
You may be trapped with a monster, though.
We gotta come out. Can you hear us?
You hear us?
There's a small pocket behind you. It's completely collapsed.
Oh.
You were lucky. There was the roof didn't manage to close in on this side.
The demon deer must like me.
Oh my goodness. Can we start digging him out?
Yes, everybody can start
Oh.
digging them out. Everybody roll a strength check, including Rhogar.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
11.
Roll a natural one.
I rolled a 20.
As you are digging, you get you end up crushing your hand
16.
just a little bit, and you take 2 damage.
Oh no.
Oh no, did Cordelia break a nail doing labor?
Yes.
16.
It's gonna drive me nuts
Okay.
the rest of the voyage.
You guys, because he wasn't very far in,
Ugh.
you see a light at the
I
hole.
thought I was dead.
You see them, and then all the rocks start falling a little bit, and Rhogar comes out safe and sound, full
I'd
of
like
soot
to
and
run
dirt.
and hug him. And say, don't you ever do anything so stupid again.
Cordelia.
Ugh.
And Salt comes and hugs your legs. He's like, "I was so worried about you, Rhogar."
I thought I died.
We thought you
Rhogar.
did too.
That, okay.
Rogar, I knew you were alive because you're a tough son of a bitch, but man, you had me worried.
Let's do the Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh no, sorry, the Rocky 3, Apollo Creed and Rocky handshake.
What is that?
It's like this. We made it. We made it. We made it. We made it. And I'm like, I pat Salt, I pat Cordelia.
I'd like to heal everybody in the group.
But I turn to
Okay.
Cordelia and I
All
say, someone
three,
had to go
me,
last.
And
It
then
just
no one
happens
else
to
took
be
damage,
Rhogar.
correct? Just Cordelia and
You
myself.
can heal the group though.
I'm at 25.
I'm at 30.
I want to say to the group, I'm a bit concerned though because I think by all reason I should be dead right now. And I think the only thing is that the demon clearly was in control of the pyramid.
I say to Rogar,
So everybody
Rhogar.
gets +8.
very much so. But the good demon, dear, not the bad one.
I'd like
The
to
bad
point
one
out-
caused the pyramid to crush. The good one spared your life, Rogar.
What's the good
What?
one?
No, the good one was the victim, the little girl.
I think she killed her parents,
I
bro.
think she died on accident.
She. No, here's
She
what
doesn't
I.
have any
here's
power.
how
Her
I
parents-
perceive the story. She had a stone, but she didn't know what it did. She didn't mean to kill her parents, bro.
She didn't kill
She's
them.
4 years
She might
old,
have killed them.
I think she just
On
gave their
accident.
souls away.
and then but that's what I mean. She was innocent.
She
It was
didn't
really-
kill them.
it was
she
really-
just robbed them of their humanity.
It was really the lantern deer that was orchestrating everything from behind the scenes. He gave it to the little girl, knowing that she had no idea of its use, and then just
I would just like to point
absorbed
out
them.
that there's a black pyramid, a black lantern, and a brother who was depicted as dark. So
And we were
Who
at
was the lantern
the
brother?
lantern brother.
So this probably isn't his main
And we were
pyramid.
at the
I
gold
think
pyramid.
the black pyramid is probably his main pyramid, and that's why this whole realm is poisoned. And we should leave.
We
We
should.
should go check it out.
I'm worried because I low-key think he likes me. And not or is interested
Maybe
in us
Just
now.
don't
Yes.
accept any pebbles
Wait,
from
why
him.
do you think that he likes
He
you?
said maybe he'll make a deal with you.
Yeah, but that's after you. There's been writing on every wall.
Yes.
Maybe he was saying that to me.
But we survived.
Wait, Cordelia.
Do you guys not know? We survived.
You barely survived.
Morgan, I should have died. Morgan was crushed.
Morgan.
No.
Marcus.
Marcus. Morgan's like, I'm right here, matey.
No, not Morgan. I know Morgan.
Morgan, may his soul rest in peace. Marcus.
Morgan, we loved you dearly. Marcus. I'm just saying, I think Demon Deer might be.
I think that you're putting too much stock
Because they
into our
want to make a
enemy.
deal with us.
I think he wants to make a deal with
What
me.
kind of deal? We have to hear out the offer.
Oh my goodness, no we don't. Wait, you don't have to listen to any offer.
So.
Look at the little girl. Did she get a good end of that bargain? Did
No,
those parents
but
get a good end
back
of
to
their
the ship?
bargain?
No, but
Dave-
the little
Dave
girl was
looks
4 years
very,
old,
very
and she couldn't
confused.
rationalize
Morgan
anything
looks very, very
as a 4-year-old.
scared and worried.
Dave, are there any stories of demon deers or brothers with lanterns in
Any
elfish
ancient-
lore?
Yeah, like
Um,
anything like in the mythology about a warrior brother and a builder brother, and then just kind of like
A creepy
an
brother
outcast one that didn't really fit in.
who had a lantern and turned
Yeah.
into a deer.
We're trying to build these
My-
societies. Oh, okay, I want to eat them and kill them.
With a lantern though.
Can't relate.
And a deer theme.
Deer.
I just love antlers. What can I say?
My people have been in this land for many years, and I have no memory of these two brothers you speak of.
The demons sing like Gaston.
Well, we encounter them in the pyramid.
All of my
That's how.
decorating.
But you guys speak of a demon deer?
Yes.
Yes, it's
Does that
an
ring a
evil
bell?
spirit that manifests itself in the form of a
A man with
a
very
man
long
with
limbs.
a deer head, and
With long
it
limbs.
has had victims who have been
He has
are
a
also
lantern.
manifested as just deer.
Oh, that little girl though, that's so sad.
I
But what if she was always
like-
deer because her parents received her from the demon?
Yeah,
man?
she was kind of a
So
blood
what
pact
if we're
demon,
thinking? What
so-
if we're feeling bad for her, but she was really him all along?
That's true.
She could have been like an extension of him, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
an like,
'cause
a,
she's a
like
deer.
But she was
alien,
crying
like
in the
alien.
story. You saw she was crying. She was upset.
I'd
Maybe
like
she
to
cared
head
about
back
them.
to the boat.
I'd like to listen
So-
to
Maybe
what
she
Dave
was
saying.
maybe she was organically conceived, but she had the influence of the demon
Organic
skeleton
conception.
man.
She's a GMO baby.
So Dave says, my people have told of a terror in the mountains north of here,
Terror.
but why would he be hunting you?
I don't think he's hunting us. I think we accidentally hunted him.
I think this was one of his pyramids.
Can you elaborate?
The brothers built monuments. This is a monument.
If you speak of elaborate more on this story. Just this demon
Can we
hunts
recount?
people.
Can we recount
Yeah,
the
so
whole
you
story?
recount
Like,
him. He
Cordelia
says,
doesn't
in
have
order.
time. Can we
Okay.
apply all of our knowledge, please? Yeah.
okay, so he begins to say that that there have been happenings of towns completely vanishing off into the mist, and nobody can remember who lived in that town or where the towns lived. And he says that anyone who is familiar with the town or used to live in the town noticed that there was a man with a lantern circling around the town before it disappeared.
Then how do you even know that the town disappeared if nobody can remember anything about it?
There are few times that maybe 2 or 3 people are able to escape before they can no longer find the town. And they have no memory of the people that live there or their families.
And these are up in the mountains.
And
you
these
say.
are up in the mountains north of here.
Is
What-
that
in
near
what
God's
land?
Forge?
No, these are up in East
You just wanted
Haven.
to say God's Forge.
Up in East Haven, but it is it might be on the way to God's Forge.
Well, that's concerning that this lantern man has such an extended domain.
And he's put a block in the
Well,
way of God's
you saw
Forge.
he was absorbing all the knowledge from the hieroglyphics out of his brother, so he
Yeah, that
probably
confused me.
took and claimed everything that was theirs.
Including these monuments.
DM, I'm
There's
This evil
3
spirit
brothers.
rules this
There's
land.
3 brothers. 2 are gold. This
2 are
pyramid
good.
was gold. One of the pyramids was black. One of the brothers was not gold.
Wait, where are they putting Steam?
No, they're just 2.
That we know of.
There's probably a third.
There's probably
Yeah.
a 3rd gold
I have
pyramid.
family members from East Haven. Do I remember or know anything? Would I?
What if that dude was actually the brother?
What if you forgot the town you're from? Where are you from?
Ballastor?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is that the town?
I don't know anything anymore.
It's more
Who?
about- it's a
Name
third
name
country.
people from your town
what
right
land
now.
is that in?
What?
What
Na-
land is that
Ballastor.
in?
It's a country.
East Haven is the mountains of Ballastor.
So what town are you from? That's pasta.
sorry.
I'm from Sunderland. I don't have to look at the map.
No one's asking you.
So
I
you know
know.
where Ballastor is. It's right there on the
What's
map.
the name of your town that you're from?
The name of my town?
Yeah, what's the name of the
I
town
don't
you're
remember.
from? You don't remember?
I grew up in the base of East Haven in the mountains.
So what's the name of the town that you're from?
I have a clue, but I don't remember.
Our town got vanished into the mist. Are you one of the survivors?
I don't know anymore.
I think she's one of the
No,
survivors.
I'm not.
Morgrim, is there a third pyramid, a gold one?
Not that I've. And you notice that this pyramid is already like evaporated into the dunes. at
Wait,
that point.
wait. The brothers were in a triangle. Okay,
Yes.
where is the Black Pyramid in relation to us?
It is north of you.
It's north of us, so if we measure the distance between us and the
Yes.
pyramid, and then we
We-
plot a hypothetical triangle, and I'm assuming they were a right angle triangle
No.
on the they were a right angle triangle.
No, equilateral.
Equilateral. Yeah, they were equilateral triangle. So that means that it would either be
We use the same distance from us to the Black Pyramid and use that distance to calculate us to the other gold pyramid.
and there's two spots it could possibly be.
What would we
Yeah.
get at the other pyramid, though?
Well, we got an invisibility cloak.
Can we tell? Can we figure out roughly where the other third pyramid would be?
I
Well,
have-
the two options for it, right?
I'm
Yeah.
saying we should go and find the other pyramid to gather more clues on this evil
That's
spirit.
what we're saying. But no, I just want the treasure. But
That's secretly what I want, but I didn't say that.
is the third one okay? Of the two spots that we could guess, it just based on our knowledge that we're looking at, is one in the ocean?
So you are.
Cordelia, why would you give DM such ideas?
You notice that there's the black pyramid that you
It's
saw.
right on the coastline.
That was right on the coastline. So I'm sorry, it's not north of you guys. It is.
Do you want a piece of paper?
What?
I'm just smiling because you remembered the geography so well. You're like, wait, no. In the hypothetical map that we plotted, that was on the coastline, and so is it in the
Okay.
sea?
So this is where.
Essentially, right?
Well, actually, no. It could be any. No.
As long as the
No,
pyramid
if it's
wasn't
if
due
it's
north.
in a triangle, yeah.
As long as our pyramid that we're at isn't due north.
No, we were hiking inland, so there should be only one spot that it could conceivably
Yeah.
be,
Inland.
because the other spot
And the thing
should
is-
be in the ocean.
No, the other
So
spot
it would
should
be-
be on land because we didn't pass the Black Pyramid while hiking in.
Okay.
Unless the coastline.
This is where you
changed
guys are
over
at.
Time.
Okay.
This is where the black pyramid was by the coast.
Okay.
Where's the coastline?
Right here.
Boom. Like I said,
It'll
inland.
be right here.
So it can be
Can be right on the coastline.
I don't think they
here.
Or it could be right there.
can see. So, yeah.
It-
Do we have like a?
But you cannot
So-
see a spot where
Assuming it's
It
not
would-
in water.
you don't see any like things sticking out anywhere.
Unless
Assu-
someone else found the other
Assuming
pyramid.
it's
already.
not in water,
Oh,
it's
that's
in one
true.
of the X's.
Yeah. Well, those are the only spots it could be.
Yeah. So likely not in the ocean.
Just
So it's
everyone
either
can
on
see
the
we're looking
coast-
for one of the X's.
It's either on the coast or Daith.
Or inland. More.
Yes.
We could find weaponry,
Weaponry.
mystic weaponry.
I believe we have all the weapons that we need for the trip.
We could get more effective weaponry
Yes, we could.
Magical items.
Magical. Dave.
that kill much more efficiently.
So, you were the first to this pyramid, correct?
Yes.
We were the
And
first.
was
Marcus
there
might
a
have been here.
treasure hold of some sort that you found? What did you exactly find?
We found the demon deer.
Interesting.
We found a cloak
And
of invisibility.
A cloak of invisibility.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Interesting. Well,
But then we couldn't
Couldn't-
find it.
couldn't
because
Dave
It got
see us
lost. Like
already?
So then when we found it, the pyramid was crumbling around us, and that damn thing's invisible. We couldn't find it again. I think stupid Rhogar dropped it along the way.
Deception check.
But
Well,
thankfully,
I don't have high
he
dexterity,
is
Dave.
still alive.
Uh-oh.
I thought Dave could see us. Alright, well.
7.
they.
Wait, what part of that was the light? It's invisible. It's tough to see.
The part where,
The
you
part
left
where
it
we
behind.
don't have it.
So
the key
Dave,
portion of that
Dave,
narrative.
Dave looks at you and he says, "What do you think? Take me as a fool?
Certainly not. They.
I do not care if you have a stupid invisible cloak. All I care about is going back to my home."
Well, we can come back another time.
We do care about completing the mission as well. However, again, it's about gathering information on this evil spirit that
Spirit?
may
He called it a spearmid?
spirit that may actually invade your home, and we wouldn't want that.
Yes.
Because this thing has a lot of
If
power.
it's made it this far from East Haven, then certainly it can go wherever it wants.
It likes triangles.
And East
I
Haven
like
is
my
here
comrades.
between where we have to go anyways, Dave. And if it's made it this far south, then I think that it's worth investigating.
There's something called reactive morality and proactive morality. And we're pitching you that since we can infer that this thing, which we saw in the hieroglyphs, previously had control over the entire continent, I can assume that if it's been revived, it has machinations on your homeland.
Dan, what time is it in the day, if we had to guess?
I thought you meant right now.
It is starting to become nighttime.
Oh.
It would only require one more day. What's one more day?
So we will excavate. We would go deeper into the desert or going into the coastline. What is your plan?
Let's just look if there's another pyramid.
Let's just see. We don't have to go in there. We could just find it.
You just look. Just see if
Look
it's
a little
there.
bit. See what's in there.
How about this? Me and Mulgrim will stay with the ship. And if you return, then you return.
Morgrim, you're not gonna venture further with us?
Listen, laddie, that was mighty scary out there.
And Dave, what if we find
Definitely
treasure?
was.
Won't you want a
Well, then
portion
you
of
can
that treasure?
keep the treasure.
Mulgrim, do you agree with these sentiments?
Dave is a man
You see-
of principle.
You see Mulgrim kind of like thinking a little bit. He's like, I do like treasure. But and he starts to kind of like
Morgrim, if there's
There was a
anything
lot
left
of
over, we'll give
danger.
it to you.
There was
There might
a
not even be a pyramid.
but
there was a lot of. I mean, Marcus found his arm.
That was,
It was
Don't you want
crap.
Morgrim to come with
terrible.
us?
I think I'll stay with the ship.
Ah, okay, Morgrim. Ah,
Morgrim,
no.
okay.
We're gonna. Oh.
If there's anything left over, it'll be yours anyways.
Well,
Oh, wow.
probably not.
What?
What'd you just say?
I think if we're gonna go to those extremes, then perhaps we should evenly divide the treasure by those who found it.
To go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Will
if
you
you
give us
don't want to,
Oh,
24 hours.
Elseisha, you
We
didn't know
will
what I
give
was
you
saying.
24 hours.
you didn't
Starting
know what
now?
anyone else was saying.
Starting in the morning.
Lovely. Very
That's actually
generous.
really nice.
Okay, so you guys.
Return with them to the ship for a good night's sleep.
Yes, and everybody
Can we plot on the map where we are? Right now, because that's how we're gonna find the next pyramid.
Yeah, so we have
And
we have a
we're not
map
gonna
of
be able to
anything
find this
where
again
we
because
can
it's in the desert.
Notate where we are.
gets.
Can we light a fire and then the embers can be here so that we can find it again tomorrow?
It's a desert. It's gonna
Morgrim,
blow
how did you find this in
sand
the first
over
place?
it.
You had a map, did you not?
I just followed the peak. Remember, there used to be a peak up there from the pyramid,
No?
and that is all crumbled now.
Guess we're gonna continue until our 2 spots. So
Yeah.
Until we find
We
another
can just
peak.
take count of our steps.
I think it's more likely in the desert.
I do too.
All right. So you guys pass through the city. You guys go back to the ship.
No.
No.
We're
No.
going.
Oh, are you guys gonna camp out?
Yeah.
Wait, we're not going with them to the ship?
We're
No, we're not
camping
even-
out in this
I'm- we're not-
purpose.
We
Right.
can't leave our spot. This
We
is
didn't
the,
wake up at dawn, did we? When did we get up? Well, maybe we did.
Yeah. It was.
We
a
got up
full
here at
day.
like 5
Yeah, we
a.m.
got
or
up pretty
something.
early.
no, but we need to know where this is because we're not gonna be able to find this again.
So Dave says, "So are you going to retire?
Dave, how did you find us? Quickly
He
before we...
followed
Follow
our
your
tracks.
tracks."
So
Well,
if our
can we-
tracks show up, then certainly they could show up tomorrow.
Unless the sandstorm
What?
comes. Oh, no,
They show up
no.
today.
Tracks they go.
Well,
in,
because
like,
we need to know
hours.
the angle and we need to know the distance.
Perhaps tonight we can just see if there's a pyramid there, and then we can return to the ship.
I like that plan.
We all know that we're not going to just see the pyramid. We're going to go in there and be exhausted, but that's fine.
No, as long as we know where the peak is,
Yeah, we can find it.
we can find it again.
If it's,
Oh, so you're not going to camp out?
no,
are
we're
you-
just gonna go
You're
straight.
going to go back to the ship?
No, we're going straight
Well, it
to
was
where
only-
we think the pyramid is in the desert. See if we see anything,
And
and then
then-
go back to the ship,
yeah.
and then come back the next morning.
Okay. All right. So,
It's an equilateral triangle.
all right. So, Morgrim and Dave say we will meet you back in the ship. We are going to go back to the ship.
Okay.
All right, laddies. Best of luck to you. Just remember, the desert is a dangerous place. Hopefully, you don't get left out in the nighttime. And you notice that the sun is.
You still haven't told us what's dangerous about night.
I just wouldn't want to be out here. That's all.
But let's go
Scorpions.
fast.
How far are we from the Black Pyramid?
Okay.
Can we guesstimate the distance?
You are. It's about 10 miles. Looks 10 miles away.
So we'd have to walk 10 miles.
Oh.
And then we'd have to walk 10 miles back to the
Let's
city.
camp out at the Black Pyramid, outside.
No, that sounds poisonous and dangerous. Let's just go back to the ship.
But the issue is we need to know where the angle is.
We don't want to lose the angle because
Yeah.
we don't have this peak anymore as reference. We could be searching for hours
Can we
and
see
days.
the Black Pyramid from where we're at?
Yes, you're able to see it.
And we certainly don't have that kind
10
of time.
miles seems very far.
10 miles is
I
very
didn't
far.
realize we walked that far today. Can we measure it by the sun?
I'm trying to think if it would cast it would cast a shadow.
But on
Can
what?
we measure from the point on the coastline to where we are, and find another point in the coastline, so we can be like, okay, these 2 points are like equal distant this way, and then we could triangulate where we're at.
That's
Yeah.
a big estimate, but it could work.
Everything's an estimate.
Okay.
We're just gonna wander in the desert for 40 years until we find a pyramid.
Unless we camp out at the Black Pyramid.
If we camp
Or
out,
right
we,
here, or right here.
No, we'd have to be here because the problem is
Yeah.
we don't have a way. If we're at the Black Pyramid, we can't look and see this because it doesn't exist anymore. It just crumbled.
There could
Okay,
be
roll
more
roll
scorpions.
roll an intelligence check to see if you can do that.
Oh.
Just straight up intelligence?
Yes.
Alright, 7.
Okay.
Where? I don't see geometry on here.
You're not you're not able to be able to triangulate whatever you just said. Yes.
Darn it.
That's smart though.
So perhaps we should just camp out here.
I don't know. Morgrim,
We just have a guard all night.
who
That'll-
DM is voicing, seemed very worried about the desert.
But we could just
That's
have guards
just-
all night long. We'll get a full rest, and we'll have farther or less far to travel tomorrow.
We'll just have 10 miles to go tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm in,
So what's the plan?
but I'm
We're going to sleep
impulsive.
here. I have a bedroll.
Wait, are you guys cool with this?
So it is
No.
now nighttime. It gets very, very dark very quickly. You can't see the Black Pyramid anymore.
I
You
don't
guys
think we
decided to stay there, correct?
Yeah.
I think
We
we
did.
discussed it so long we had no choice.
So you
I'm
see
very impulsive too.
you can see a couple of lights flicker on in the main city, and, and they're
Oh.
very, very,
Oh.
very.
I got
dark.
so scared. I got so scared, DM. I thought we were getting fairy
I
lights
think
in the
we
desert.
all need to use up a ration.
Yes, we do.
All right, and you see Salt put on a nightcap, and he's
Soul is so precious.
He gets into a cute little blanket, and he's like, "Well, what are we doing? Guard shifts or?"
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody
should.
1 2-hour shifts, and then we'll sleep 10 hours.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is where we will leave off today's
No, I want to
story.
keep going.
That is where we're leaving it off. Join us next week if we will be able to find the pyramids or anything like that, and some more fun adventures, everybody.
Oh, dude, I'm actually excited. Dude, next week.
Yeah, you're
Black
excited because
Pyramid.
even invisibility cloak.
Yeah.
Why do we
I've
let
been
him
excited
have it?
about the whole pyramid thing for a long time. That's why I rushed ahead with Rhogar. That's why I don't.
If you guys have any questions about any of our characters, everything is linked down below so you can read up more about all of our backgrounds.
That's right.
Thanks
And
for watching. We really appreciate it.
all the other videos are on YouTube too. Go
I'm
check
scared.
us out at Half Diced.
All right.
I'm frightened.
I think we all are.
Please come
Especially
back
the-
next week so I don't have to be alone.
Oh my goodness.
Because I'm really worried.
Goodbye,
Let's
guys.
hope you're still there next week, bro.